Hi guys, how are you? How is it going? I'll be right back. I'm trying to get people on here. If you guys want to share this link, that would be totally awesome. Okay, so yeah, because I had to click off. All right, so you guys, the description box explains how to pay for a mini reading if you would like a mini reading, okay? And then I will get notified that you paid for that mini reading. So I'm thinking around 10 tonight for right now. We'll see how long I can go because I do get very tired, okay? So whoever's first to pay, go right ahead and you can ask your questions in the comments. You guys, I have new offers on my um, website. I now am offering a one chakra deep clearing. So if you have like one chakra that's really bothering you, okay, you can book to have that one chakra clearing. And I did $120 on it, but it's cheaper than my full clearing. And one chakra clearing can actually impact the rest of your chakras as well. Because a lot of you are just having a really bad sacral blockage right now, is what I'm picking up. So if you want your sacral really good and cleared out, I can do that for you. So it's a little more income savvy option for those of you that cannot afford a full deep clearing. My deep clearings are going to go up in price to $300, you guys. So if you want to just do the one chakra clearing, I can pull out the blockages of that chakra. A lot of you have crown chakra blockages right now, okay? It's creating obsessions, depression, anxiety, and a whole bunch of issues, okay? So if you're just having a crown blockage at this moment, book with me and I can remove that off you because it's pretty rotten, okay? So let me know if you did pay for a reading. Open the description box in this live chat, you guys, and you can pay that way. I don't want it paid through super chat preferably, okay? So let me know. Have you guys tried my Instagram subscription yet? If not, I highly suggest you do. It's only $4.99 a month. Let's get YouTube more out there. Let's get YouTube more out there. So this is for mini readings. I'm not doing a collective tonight. If I don't get any mini readings that want to do anything tonight, then I'm just going to log off. So let me know. If you guys don't want to do them, that's totally fine. I can hop off. I'll wait a few minutes, see if people come in and want to do the $30 readings. Okay, I got Jill. What's your question, Jill? I got Jill. Not on these lives, Monica. I do that on Patreon, okay? So no, I don't do that on here. But I have a lot of knowledge in those areas, as you know. I quit speaking up on public platforms a long time ago. It's not worth it. Okay, Jill, I got your payment. What is your question? What is your question? I mean, I'd like to sit in here and chat more about conspiracy stuff, but, you know how that goes. Oh, if you want to do that, Monica, just like book on my website. That's my recommendation as well. Okay, Jill made a payment, so I'll get her question. She's the only one so far that has made a payment. Okay. Okay, do I keep massaging? Okay. Well, Jill, what I'm picking up intuitively is that you need to work on expelling the opinions of other people around you. That will help you immensely because you're still carrying the opinions of people around you from childhood and on. Okay, so it's actually affecting you a little bit. Okay, because you still care what they think. So once you let go of caring what they think, that will help you as well. But you're going to have issues doing spiritual work where you live right now. Okay. That's what I'm hearing. So you would be better off moving is what I'm picking up. Let's see. I'm going to draw some cards though. Yeah, there's a need to get out of where you're at. I do feel intuitively here that holding on to that is going to be very much a sacrifice on your small business, okay? Small minds. I also feel like this since you were a child, you felt kind of targeted, okay? And there's been this opinion-based energy about you that's still lingering around that town. Okay, so let go of that opinion-based energy and this will help you move forward. You're still holding the opinion, meaning you're wearing the opinion of others, meaning that energy still surrounds you and it started as a child. Okay, there's some karmic cycle with a parent. And I feel that there's cords actually in your solar plexus very heavily that's taking your power away. This town is taking your power away. Okay, I would recommend get clearing on your solar plexus. Clear your solar plexus very well because I can feel a pull at the solar plexus and I feel heartburn. Okay, so this is what's putting out the energy like, hey, I feel targeted, target me. Does that make sense? And you're carrying that opinion and that past perception of you in that solar plexus. Once you start respecting yourself, they will quit doing it. Okay? How they're treating you is how you actually see yourself, which is very insecure and uncertain. Does that make sense? Because that's what I'm seeing. If you do energy and breath work, I would recommend doing it online. Okay. Like if you can do remote work online, that's what I'm hearing would benefit you. But I do see that next year, January, February, you may be driven to move in a direction that would be more socially acceptable for that kind of work. And a new beginning with people that will not judge you for it, but you're going to need to sacrifice your old life. The clients with the, you know what, you'll get past that and be able to still work on them as well. You'll get past the blockages. Once you get past so many blockages, it gets easier to work on them. Okay, because I'm now able to do clearings on them, whereas before I couldn't get to their energies well, but I can now. Okay, so I'm able to do clearings now. Okay, so just keep moving forward. You just learn how to adapt to the energy because the frequency is a little bit different. I see you moving, but start online. I'm hearing internet, social media would help you a lot. I'm seeing you do videos. Consider doing videos like meditation videos, teaching deep breathing, helping with anxiety, because this will actually blow up with the Mars retrograde is what I'm hearing as well, Joe. Okay. Massage work is going to get a little more difficult for you in that small town. I would just kind of recommend withdrawing from the people around there for a little bit so you can cleanse your energy as well as what I'm picking up. And just try to do online remote work. Okay, and let me see what else I got. Yeah, I'm doing mini readings, you guys, if you want to pay for a mini reading. Okay, go right ahead. It's in the description box. I don't have any in queue right now, so go ahead and do it. I'm seeing how many hop on and do it. Yeah, I'm seeing a move for you, Jill. I feel like you'll collab with people online as well. There's a water sign energy that may collab or help you into another direction. You're going to meet your soul family. You may get a message on the internet at some point that's going to direct you in the right direction for your work. I'm getting a visual of an email or a message or something like that, but you're being asked to let your old life go 100%. You're going through a really deep transformation right now that's going to bring up your life purpose a bit more, because what you're thinking for your work right now in the current moment is not 100% what you're going to be doing. There's going to be more opportunity coming in with it. But I'm getting visualization of videos, something with meditation and breathing videos, and like music, like you'll create something. There's somebody collabing with you that'll help you create something. You're going to be a creator of some sort, like creating something new. Does that make sense? That's what I'm seeing right now. In January, February is what I'm getting. You're going to be losing a lot of your friends in that old town too, especially after the new moon. Okay, you're healing a mother wound. There's a mother wound here that's very deep inside of you. You may have had judgment from a mother or some sort of females around you in your childhood. Okay, January, February, by spring, I feel like you're going to have a whole new life. You're gaining independence. You're going to feel like you have like 0 friends in the upcoming weeks. Mars retrograde is going to expose everybody to you that's actually blocking your path. Okay, Jill? So I hope that helped you right there. Vanessa, you did one as well. Okay, what's your question, Vanessa? I used to do these lives a lot, you guys. I used to get like 400 or 500 people on here at a time. YouTube has really changed. I kind of quit doing it a while back because the trolling got so out of control and YouTube got so toxic. I kind of actually really withdrew a lot from my work for like a year, and I'm going to get back into it now that the spiritual community is kind of weeding out and getting slimmer. Is my understanding. So I'm trying to get myself back out there right now. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, I really like doing those lives where I sit on here and chat and stuff like that. I might open up a secondary channel and start doing more chats on that. But the thing is I have to wait so long for them to allow me to do lives, and I have to have so many subs and things like that. So it's a process, and I don't have any options for good internet down here where I'm currently at. And then I found out Texas is really shitty with Verizon, so I just ordered a phone off another company. So I should be able to have better internet shortly. So if you guys do want to book a reading with me, description box will tell you how to do it, and I'm doing them live. Wicked Virgo secrets, maybe something like that. Yeah, but this one I'm going to leave for tarot. I'm going to do more pick a cards. I'm going to upload more things. I'm going to do more live pick a cards. I'm going to try to get back into some of the stuff I was into before I moved. And before I kind of gave up on doing lives and things like that because of the trolling and all the nastiness. So, and I do have the super chat option, you guys, if you do want to donate as well, but I'm going to do the payment for readings through other options. Okay. So description box will tell you how to do that. Okay. Monica, let's see. I think Monica was going to send a private question. Okay. So yeah, it's really hard to speak truth, which is why I switched to speaking to my Patreon. See what is coming in for Vanessa. What is coming in for Vanessa? Vanessa, you're healing something in your sacral chakra right now. You're healing like a mother wound or something with the feminine. You're expelling the dark feminine energy right now. Okay, with the Empress, you're having a complete rebirth within yourself. You're in a few setbacks. You're going to have some tests. You're going to have a few setbacks, okay, is what I'm seeing. But you're literally like rebirthing yourself. You know, there's a baby here, but I don't feel that's you having a baby because I don't see that at all happening. I don't think you're going to have any kids. So I am seeing an actual reset within yourself, a rebirth of yourself. You're gonna glow and grow. You're going to look so differently. With the Chariot, I'm seeing travel coming forward very soon here in November, but I'm also feeling with the Chariot here, you're going to move forward very quickly into another direction with everything in your life. Okay, it's going to feel like you have a few bumps in the road, a few setbacks, things of that nature, but it's going to pass and surpass very quickly. Seeing you meeting a new love interest, Vanessa. It might be on travels. Okay. With the Lover's card here, I'm seeing, I just feel like you're preparing for divine union, but I feel like it's going to be a new love interest. Okay. This is what I'm hearing. You're going to really be setting up for stability after the next couple of weeks. There's something about November very significant. You're going to decide to make a very big move. You're going to go on a travel, visit an area, and you're going to decide you might like that area is what I'm getting. Okay, you're going to have multiple options for movement. I'm seeing you take a trip with some friends, something like that. It might be an earth sign, something of that nature, but that's what I'm seeing for you, okay? With the lovers here, though, I do feel like you're going to meet a love interest. Could be a Gemini. I'm getting earth energy as well for you. Yep, you're meeting new love. That's what I see, Vanessa. That's what I see. It's going to be on travels. It's not going to be where you're at right now. You're not going to meet one there. You're recommended to go on a travel, though, because it's going to help cleanse your soul if you do this. In November. You're still going to go through some shadow work, Vanessa. Okay? You still got some shadow work. Be very careful with codependency, because when it comes to union, you're seeking out codependency. Well, maybe that's what it is, Vanessa. Maybe I'm the earth sign then. You're expelling codependency, okay? Because you see codependency as love right now, which is actually stopping your divine union, okay? So you're expelling codependency. You're really being honest to get yourself out there and kind of get away from the current group that you hang in all the time, okay? Because it kind of locks you down to old ways of thinking. And one thing I know about visiting Texas, you guys, it's very different here. And when you come here, you almost go through a spiritual cleanse, and it changes you. It changes you. That's why some people think it's like scary here, because it does trigger some sort of spiritual awakening and some sort of cleanse, in my opinion. Okay, and it's different. It's just different. It's very different. Yeah, Vanessa, you're walking away from everything that's no longer serving. Okay. And don't worry about a job. You'll find a new job just fine. I'm hearing a job is in a dozen, so don't worry about that. Don't hold on to anything. Be careful of codependency. Be careful of repetitive cycles. You're going to be walking away from a lot. You're walking away from a real lot. And yeah, divine union's on the way, but it's somebody else, though. It's a new partner. I'm getting a heavy earth energy would help ground you. Okay. There is a lot of portals here in Texas. There's healing portals here in Texas. There's a lot more freedom, in my opinion, but if you're from a really heavy blue area that has a lot of restrictions, there's a lot of spell work over those areas, okay? So when you come down here, no, you still can, Liliana. I actually don't have anybody in queue, so just go in the description and look up how to sign up, okay? When you come down here, like when I came down here, like a few days in, I started feeling the physical side effects of the cleansing that I was going through. And it makes you want to run back home. Okay, so what I notice is some people, when they come from that heavy spell work states, like that's why a lot of the Californians, when they come down here, they go back home. Okay, if you live in an area that's heavier with that, when you come down here, it's going to be very triggering, and you're going to have a lot to expel. So it's different here. It's more relaxed. The Southern hospitality is a real thing. It's more family oriented, but it's not like, I don't know, like everyone's kind of more slower moving and chillaxed about everything, in my opinion, down here. So, but there is a lot more good portals, okay? Okay, Jen Christensen, ask your question. And I'm by San Antonio. I won't live in the middle of the city, but I'm by San Antonio. So, and I'd actually like to do some in-person stuff down here eventually. Okay, Jen, what is your question? Okay, what's coming up? Yeah, I have tons of people outside the USA. PayPal will convert it for you. PayPal converts. Shouldn't have an issue with that. Yep, converts for you. See what's coming in for Jen. I feel like you're going through some form of alignment. The last couple of weeks have been very difficult for you. You've been expelling a lot of stuff. That's what I'm picking up intuitively right now for you, is you're expelling a lot of stuff, a lot of old stuff. So you've been going through some purging, that sort of thing, some sadness. You have a blockage on your crown, though. I can see it. Okay, there's a blockage over your crown. Do you feel like there's heaviness over you, like a dark cloud over you? I feel like you're at a huge decision making right now, but I feel like there's blockages, Jen. Like, I feel like that, you know, there's something covering your crown and your third eye. Like, I feel like your intuition is a bit off, or you're feeling like you can't connect, or you're feeling like you can't feel, you know, what to do or what's coming, or like you're just feeling your intuition is off. There's a crown blockage on you, leaving you confused. You're going to have a crossroads coming forward, or you are in a crossroad and you have like two different opportunities coming forward. I feel like this is just for general life, like everything for you, like two different paths, but you're staying put and there's some fear with it. Okay, and there's some blockages around you, and it's leaving you very fearful, and you're not seeing, like you've been in a downward spiral, something like that. You've been in kind of a low point lately is what I'm getting. Okay, I also feel like there's a divine counterpart connection, or a soul twin flame connection you've been holding on to that's kind of blocking you right now energetically, that you may want to just release the expectations behind for the time being, so that you can go through your phase of individuality. You're letting go of old belief systems as well. There's something with old belief systems, and it's making you feel kind of depressed and down about yourself is what I'm getting as well. There's some karma that's balancing within your lineage. There's belief systems around your lineage that's balancing right now. There's something with the females in your family and judgment and opinions. Very opinionated female. There's a female around you that's very opinionated, that feels like family. Okay, very opinionated, kind of toxic, judgy, something like that. It's affecting your energy very much. You guys haven't seen one until you go to Minnesota, okay? Just saying. All right, so you're working through some ancestral karmic patterns, Jen. Very clear to me. I see that happening right now. It feels like you're taking on the beast, okay? It's going to feel like you're going through a hell of a good time. Or I mean, bad time, but it's going to be a hell of a good time at the end of it, okay? So release these energies that seem to be like creating some judgment around you, okay? Or like you said, there's a female around you that is kind of judgy and like, I don't know how to say it. Like, that's not how you do it, or mine is better. This kind of bitch, okay? I have to be honest, just a bitch. Just toxic. And it feels like a sister or a really close friend or something like that. Oh, Minnesota is so horrifying, you guys. Like, I mean, it's gotten weird up there lately with the snow. It's not as much, but I'm talking when I was a kid, many feet of snow, snowbanks so high, okay? And then you make tunnels in the snowbanks and stuff, and you crawl through them and stuff, and like -50, okay? -50 degrees, and you can't start your car or anything. Okay, you can't even like jump start. You can't do anything. Like, sometimes you just can't start your car and it wrecks the battery. And sometimes you got to leave your car running all night so it isn't dead in the morning. Okay, and then there's sheets of ice that get in between the panes of your windows, and it doesn't melt until the sun's hot enough to melt it. So it'll stay on there like for weeks. Okay. Anyway, so Jen, don't mean to interrupt your reading. What's coming for Jen? What's coming for Jen? Okay. So you're reaping your abundance or reaping rewards from your past life. There's something coming to you from the past. Somebody steals energy off you. It's a female, okay? And I feel like when you disconnect from this energy, there's rewards coming in. And I'm getting money for some reason. There's like money or some surprise coming in, okay? And you're being asked to wrap up the lessons from that, okay? And move forward into another direction. Because your old life is definitely stopping you, Jen. Jen, you have a blockage on your crown. And like I said earlier, you guys, I have a clearing one chakra. It's a more reasonable price clearing if you want to do that. Okay, I know my full clearings are more expensive, but your crown is very blocked. Okay, Jen, it's up in here. Okay, and it's causing you paranoia, anxiety, and stuff like that. But there's a female that overpowers you a lot. I want to say it's a blonde female. I can't tell 100%, but it's somebody who just is like, I'm better than you attitude. Like, I seriously want to flip on them. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Okay, I do feel that people are being secretive around you, Jen, and very deceptive. Okay, and I feel like this is going to come to light after the new moon. The new moon is going to be very, very rewarding for you in the end. But as soon as you let go of these old energies and get through these blockages, like I'm seeing some, like somebody's stealing your abundance. Okay, like somebody's stealing your abundance. I don't know what I'm seeing now, but it's going to come back to you. Okay, it's going to come back to you. There's a couple around you, so it could be both, but I'm seeing like what I'm seeing is, it seems blondish or lighter hair, 30s, 20s, 30s. I don't know. I can't tell 100% age, you guys, you know, but it seems younger to me, but it's hard to tell. Okay, but they act immature, so I'm going to be presented a younger age. Okay, but it's total bitch and somebody I would dump off as a friend in 5 seconds. Okay. Okay, so after the moon, I'm seeing these opportunities coming in for you. But really look into working on that crown chakra. Could be a coworker, could be a sister, could be a friend that you think is really nice. You know, be careful. Be careful. I've been through that. It's awful. Your manifestations will come in once you get through these blockages is what I'm hearing, okay? You have really, really good things coming in. You are owed abundance. You are owed abundance, okay? But there's a male energy too. There's a divine masculine or a masculine you've been waiting for that's not good for you right now. It could be your boss, Jen. Yep, it's somebody overpowering, is toxic, like know-it-all, and they're taking your power away. That's blocking your crown really, really bad. Okay, it's part of your blockage anyway. All right. So who else said? Let's see. Liliana. Okay. What do you need to know, Liliana? There's a lot of females, like you guys, with the Mars energy right now. We're getting a Mars retrograde. There's going to be a lot of family members exposing is what I picked up intuitively, and it's already starting. So if there's like drama or anything like that may come up in your families or anything like that, okay? So just try to remain very neutral and not argue with people, okay? I'll discuss more of this. I have, like on my IG subscriptions, I have some information on the Mars retrograde. But I'll discuss this more on Patreon as well if you want to hop on there. Okay, Monica. She wants a question I can't do on here, Vanessa. That'll get me all targeted. Okay. So... See, these lives, they're just, it's not, I gotta just, you know, listen to my man and open another channel. Okay, so work has been rough. The crown chakra blockages have been really huge right now. Like, yeah, it's been pretty crazy. I'm seeing them on a lot of people at this current moment. Yeah, I do, but I don't get as many views as I do subs anymore. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Isolation is essential to growth. Something changing with your stability, Liliana. Okay, there's an air sign. Is there an air sign male energy? There's something with a man around you. There's something with a partnership or somebody that you're really holding on to right now. There's going to be some truth spoken within a connection that you are holding on to in the upcoming weeks. After the new moon. No hablo español. Okay, there's going to be some truth spoken is what I'm getting, Liliana. There's going to be truth spoken around a masculine, okay? And there's going to be some sort of, it doesn't have to be an air sign, but somebody's going to speak up. There's a masculine energy around you that's clearing the throat right now that's going to start speaking up because I can feel it. Okay, and you're being advised to speak up as well. There's some sort of throat chakra clearing that you're going through as well. And I feel like you're going to start being a little more tough, a little more open about what you need. Okay, and with work, you're getting thrown around. You're getting thrown around and you're being advised to speak up. Okay, because it's unnecessary and you're getting shit on at your job. And there's a toxic energy there and it feels like a female energy, but it could be a man that has a toxic feminine energy on the inside. Okay. But at work, if you would just speak up more without fear, because you have fear of speaking up, you would get a favorable result. You'd be very shocked at the result you receive. You'd get a lot more respect if you just said, hey, I'm not going to be treated this way. I feel bullies at your work. I'm not going to be treated this way, and this is unacceptable, and I'm not going to do it because you're being shit on. And the reason why is because you fear not having the stability of your job. Okay? So speak up, because you'd be surprised you'd get some respect in return. I see that there's going to be a new beginning coming in. You're going to have a sacral activation or clearing kind of naturally happening in you as well. Okay? I do feel that this is going to lead you into new passions and desires in the upcoming weeks. Your energy is very heavy, Liliana. It's very draining. I have to be honest. It's very draining. So you're going through a lot. Your crown is black too. I can see it. Yeah, I see an ending. I feel like your current job with the King of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Swords is going to come to an ending. And I feel like you're going to get into a new direction. But start speaking up. What do you need? What do you need at work? What do you need at work? Fallon, do your question in here. I can't open Instagram right now. You're getting bored with your job. I'm hearing be more risque. Okay, say what you need to say. Who gives a shit? You only live once. Just speak up. Okay. You're going to be going through a deep ending with your job, and you're going to be moving forward into something else. Yep, that's what I'm seeing. Okay, if something happens or occurs where you have to quit your job in the upcoming weeks, it's divine protection so you can go into a new direction. Okay, I feel like that you're being kind of guided by ancestors and things like that, and being pushed like, hey, listen to us. We want you in another direction because this is not healthy. This is done. Okay. You want happiness and peace in your life, but you need to create that. You need to create that. Okay, because part of you is kind of used to sacrifices, what I'm hearing as well. You're kind of used to some form of suffering around your energy quite a bit, and this is a cycle for you to get out of as well. Yep, you got to rise up into your own. You got to rise up into your own. Okay. Yep, I'm seeing it. So rise up into your own. You're being pushed in a new direction, actually, because there's different stability coming, more money coming, and something better coming. I want to say your own business, a business opportunity, or something that's more solo. Okay, but it's going to be something that's going to make you feel more passion and desire and in your power, and make you feel more in your strength. But don't fear this. Don't fear this. Okay, because right now you're being controlled, and you don't need to be controlled. You're giving your power away. Yes, listen to your solar plexus. That would be correct, because your solar plexus is greatly affected by this job because you have fear. Like, I don't want to have any money. I won't have this. I won't have that. I have to suffer. I have to suffer. Like, you think that. But this is an illusion. Yeah. There's financial improvements coming. Okay. I feel like more drama is going to be coming up at work. I'm not even going to lie to you. You feel like nobody listens to you, and this is where you need to speak up and go, no, this is unacceptable. This is part of your alignment in your test to go, this is unacceptable. I'm not going to be treated this way. You are not going to bully me. I deserve to be paid more. And this will help give you a better perspective, and this is a test for you to pass as well. But will also teach lessons to everybody around you in your current work environment, okay, and assist them with seeing everything from a new perspective, because this is part of your test, and this is going to help balance and align you. You are really out of alignment right now. You're very out of alignment and ungrounded, and this job is literally just like taking your power away and your self-confidence. Okay, January is going to be a significant month for you. Okay, there's some massive shift coming by December or January for you, but your test is to be honest, speak up, speak up, speak up. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Whew, your energy is heavy, girl. Damn, I don't know what you got, but you look for those red flags, okay, and pause before acting, but don't hold back from speaking. All right, just whatever then, general reading then kind of thing. Well, Fallon, you're going through some sort of enlightenment, so everything around you is going to feel like it's falling apart. I'm not going to hold that back. Okay. Myra, did you pay for a reading? Did you get a payment to go through? Okay, so Fallon, you're going through some form of enlightenment, okay? And what's going to happen with this is that your life's going to feel like it's falling apart and deception's going to expose for you. There is a masculine around you that's very, very deceptive, okay? Be careful of that connection. There's actually quite a few people that are deceptive around you because you've accepted this as okay, okay? You've accepted it as okay. You've kind of ignored people being deceptive. As you dealing with an Aries or a fire sign masculine, there's a deceptive, I feel, fire or air sign masculine in your environment. Okay? And I feel like that when you call this out, you're constantly like, you know, calling it out, or you say something, or you're like, that doesn't seem right, or that seems toxic, something like that. And then he makes excuses and tries to smooth it over. You let people get away with too much is what I'm hearing. It's bringing imbalance to your life right now. Okay? So there's a deep ending coming in with Scorpio season. Scorpio season is going to bring endings that are going to seem painful to you, but they're not. They're going to be cleansing. Okay? Because endings bring new birth. And I feel like with the Temperance card, that's like a rebirth to me. Death and Temperance to me is like, this is how I'm reading intuitively. Endings that are going to seem horrible, but they're not. They're just the illusions coming to completion. Ego death is going to be very huge for you because I feel like you kind of allow toxic behavior because you have been conformed to think or conditioned to think that it is okay and acceptable to accept people's toxic behavior around you. Okay? Or be deceptive around you. Okay? And with the Temperance here, you're going to go through a deep healing and inner balancing and release these. And it's going to feel like your life is ending, but it's a ego death and all of this deception getting moved out of your energy. But there's a fire or air sign male energy I feel around you. Very passionate male energy that's deceptive. Then you're going to be flying off into a new direction is what I'm getting. There's going to be quick movement when you're with your own inner growth ascension, if you want to call that, however you want to see that. Okay, I'm really feeling some stability changes for you after you go through this. Expel these old energies. It's going to literally get you out of a consciousness trap, a loop, a stuck kind of cycle. Okay, there's going to be an increase in stability and money, possibly a move, a home is what I'm picking up as well. I'm hearing a gift of money. Your ancestors are trying to gift you. Okay, but they need you to go through this ego death first and this expelling. Okay, it's been stopping you. It's been stopping you. It's been leaving you really sad, depressed, anxiety, that sort of thing. and leaving you with some heaviness. Once you get through this, you're going to fly right off, okay? So deep self-reflectional phase during Scorpio season, okay? You're going to go through some really sad times. I'm not going to lie. You're going to find out some friends, some coworkers, whatever, just like deceptive, but you're going to know. Like you're going to hear these things, you're going to figure these things out, and you'll be like, I already knew that. It's going to tell you what you already knew. It's going to be exposed to you. Okay? You have anxiety about this because you kind of feel it coming, don't you? You feel this coming. I feel that. You feel this coming. So, you feel this coming and you know it's coming, but you're scared of change and you know it's going to take risk. And it's like, oh my God, I don't want to know this. I don't want to know these people are deceptive. I don't want to change. You know, that sort of thing. And like, you know this, Liliana, like, you know this. Okay. So when these things come, it might be a little easier than you think too, but it's going to hurt. But you have anxiety because you feel something coming and you feel something falling apart. Yeah. You're working on stability really, really heavily. Yep. It's going to take risk. Okay. I also feel like there's a new love coming in. It could be an earth sign. Okay. But ditch the air, fire sign energy. Whoever's really flighty in your energy could be really flighty masculine. Okay. There's new love coming in for you as well. A new masculine. And this is a divine soul connection is what I'm getting. Okay. You're going to start seeing things very clearly. Okay. You're going to start loving yourself a lot more. So this is the storm. This is the storm. Okay. Pause before acting. Don't engage in drama. Don't engage in any of that. You're entering a new lifestyle. Okay. These people that expose themselves to you, you already knew is what I'm hearing anyways. Don't even bother fighting with them, crying to them or anything like that. It's not worth your time. Because they'll just argue with you and try to one-up you and steal your energy. You're going to be healing a lot of financial blocks with all of this expelling and balancing your energy as well. Okay. So I hope that helped you. Okay, you guys, I can only do a couple more, then I gotta hop off. I get very drained from these, very drained. All right, so all right, Myra, what's your question there? Antonio, I don't know what's his deal there. What is he saying? Vanessa, you speak Spanish. I can't. I mean, I can read it sometimes, but it takes me a bit. I can more listen to it and understand it. Myra, how did you make your payment? Oh, okay. He can probably just get out of here. He's kind of a troll anyway. All right, so okay, generator. So I can do one more, you guys. If somebody wants to pay for one. I can do one more. Then I gotta get up because I'm getting drained. You're gonna be going through a tower moment with Scorpio season, okay? Getting a visualization of a tower moment. Ooh, there's a tower card for you. All right, so what you're currently doing in life, what you think your passions and desires are currently in life, actually are not currently, they're not aligning with you anymore. Does that make sense? Okay, so something with that not aligning for you. Scorpio season is going to be majorly awakening for you, Myra, okay? It doesn't align with you. Like, things make you really depressed. Things give you anxiety. I can chat a bit about astrology shifts, you guys, when I'm done with this, okay? When I'm going to do this reading. Okay, so I feel like, yeah, with the Ace of Wands in reverse, like there's an ending coming into your passions and desires, okay? So be prepared for that. It's going to bring some sadness and depression to you. Okay, it's going to be sadness, depression, but you're already aware of this happening anyways. Like, you feel, like a lot of you guys right now, you feel your shifts coming, like you feel it, right? But you're not 100% sure how they're going to come in, okay? and you don't know what it is, but then you kind of do. Okay, so that's the case with this reading I'm doing right now. Some people haven't a clue. Sometimes we overthink and we think it's other things that have already surpassed and we already learned the lesson. Okay, but we just have anxiety and overthink. Okay, so but this is something, Myra, that you're feeling. It has to do with your path. It has to do with your desires. And I feel like you're stuck. And this could be work. This could be personal. I feel like it's a combination of things that are a repetitive cycle. Because I get a visual of a repetitive cycle that's in every aspect of your life. Okay. After you get through this, there's going to be some acceleration. I see something online, so I don't know if you're doing like an online job, but I'm getting a visual of an online job, something like that. Okay, I feel like you may find a job online or something to do online. There's something with online work that I'm hearing that may come forward to you in the next like couple of weeks to a month. Okay, November's going to be a big month for you of things falling apart, but I feel like you're going to be sad, but you're going to take it quite well. Okay, because you like almost want this tower to come to you, so you're forced to move forward is what I'm hearing. Okay, so I feel like there's going to be some conflict for you. This could be the work environment. It could be some drama with work, some family drama, something like that. Okay, and you're going to just be like, okay, I'm done with this kind of crap and I'm just moving forward because I've outgrown these cycles. You're going to take this very well. Okay, there's going to be some women. I'm getting some women. I'm not really getting a male energy particular at this current moment. Could be though, but I'm getting women. And job is something of job. They're going to bring some conflict and you're going to be like, yep, I knew it. All right, bye. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. And it's going to push and shove you in a brand new direction. I'm hearing a job change, but there's something online for you. Okay, there's something online for you. These shifts are going to bring you closer to love and closer to strength is what I'm getting as well. Are you a water sign? Yeah. It's going to bring you closer to love within yourself, which is also going to impact your outside world. You're going to align with a more Queen of Cups energy, but you're also a very loving, compassionate energy. Okay, that's why I feel like you're a water sign, like a Pisces energy. Could be Scorpio. I'm feeling like you remind me of a Pisces energy. So there's going to be toxicity within love. So there's gossip around you too. Just don't engage. Okay, don't engage. And one thing I know about Pisces, because that's my opposite sign, okay, is they emotionally invest way too much, okay? So don't emotionally invest. This is a lesson for you, is to not emotionally invest in gossip and conflict. But I feel like you already have this around you and you're going to be like, no, not again, okay? Because it's going to be a repetitive cycle. And then your manifestations are going to come in, boom, 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 boom. That's what I'm seeing. A lot of manifestations desire something about an online job. And I feel like that you're going to be spending some time alone. And Pisces, one thing I know they struggle with is codependency and being alone. So you need to master that in order to move forward. So there's something with being alone, working at home, something online, okay, that's going to help you learn how to do this. But get more into your passion, desires, your like what is on your mind, what's your goals, what are you thinking about? There's something you're thinking about, you're currently manifesting. Like you're in your head about it, you're manifesting new passions and desires. Once you get through these blocks, they're going to come. They're going to come. Okay? Also, you don't owe people an explanation. Please stop explaining yourself to people. Please stop fighting for your own identity to people. I got Pisces in my 12th house. So Pisces always show me their shadow side. Okay? So I know a lot about the Pisces. And it's my Black Lilith as well. Yup, new life. New lifestyle. You also have a throat chakra blockage. Okay? You got a throat chakra blockage. There's something with romance coming in. If you're not in is there a current partnership you're in? I feel like a current partnership may have a renewal after you balance everything out in your life here and go after your new passions and desires. There's going to be a lot revealed to you in Scorpio season, okay? It's going to be tough. I won't lie to you. But it's stuff that you're like, you might take it better than you think, though, because you're going to be like, I knew it. Yup, that chick is shady. That person is shady. It's going to be a lot revealed to you, okay? But there's going to be a renewal in love. There's a renewal in love. like with an earth or water sign male, something like that. Yep, spring equinox, brand new beginning, okay, brand spanking new beginning, okay, so I'm gonna do there. All right, my energy's getting heavy right now. I can do one more and that's it. If there's not any more, I can chat a little bit. So you guys, like the astrology shifts, okay. This is the stuff I talk about on my Patreon, by the way, if you'd like to join that, okay? Patreon also supports my family with donations, but I've lost so many members on there, I've considered closing it, so if you could support that, I appreciate that. So, all right, Mars retrograde, this is what I intuitively pick up. You know, the propaganda is like bad, war, da da da, everything being exposed, truth revealed. Okay, everything's truth revealed. You notice every fucking shit is like truth revealed, bad, da da da. Okay, I don't feel that with this. Okay, I see the other side of the coin, and I try to see the silver lining. Okay, and what I feel with it is that your passions and desires, it's going to really amp up your sacral energy. Okay, so you can, an amped up sacral energy can really go bad. Okay, it can cause, promiscuous behavior, it can cause anger, it can cause war. What's held in our sacral as well is a lot of bitterness, resentment, dark shadow feminine, that sort of thing. So it can get you to want to target people and want to tear people down. But one thing I want to stress, you guys, is this sort of behavior is for slaves, not for people that are aligned. Okay, so really pay attention to your sacral energy. And that's kind of why I did those 1 chakra clearings as well, because I know people may want their sacral cleared with this Mars retrograde coming forward. Okay, get into creativity. They're $30. I can do one more and then I'm going to hop off. Okay, look in the description, please. So if you want to really amp up this energy for the best, it's going to bring out your divine path with passions, desires. Okay, so you can either sit at home and stay obsessed, because it's going to bring obsessed energy, and obsess on your phone, start drama, start shit, fight with people, bring war, or you can totally go out, explore, travel, and really get into your passions and desires, get into your creative side. It's going to bring a lot of creativity, and really bring out your divine path. And in the planet of Mars with the Aries energy, with the Aries and the Scorpio energy, it's going to tear down a lot of illusion, but it's going to bring forth a lot of your path and like fast movement. So I feel like it's going to be really good, really fun. I personally really enjoy Aries energy. Aries season's my favorite because I always felt like that was the new year. I've always felt that way, and come to find out in the old pagan ways that April 1st actually is the new year. So it actually is. So I get really inspired with Aries energy, but there are people that misuse that energy for rotten. Okay. Vanessa might come down and see me. Vanessa, I'm not going to be around like beginning of November for a little bit though, for just a few days though, but should be around for most of it. Let me let you know, because I think I do need to do some things. I can work around that though. So you can either like engage in the drama and engage in toxicity and be part of the war type energy that's gonna be there, or you can exit out of that type of behavior and really get creative. Because the thing is, you guys, with this reset we're going through, we're supposed to create, not destruct. Okay, so when I see humanity trying to destruct each other, what the fuck is that gonna do for what we're doing here? Like women that like to blast people just to be mean to them, like that is so disgusting. That is not a divine feminine. That is just an immature, very emotional, immature little girl. Okay. So, Aries energy is about choosing yourself and putting yourself first. So there's going to be a lot of focus on that as well. Okay, so I see this shift as good. But I feel like a lot of the distorted stuff out there is going to make it scary. So everybody like just misuses the energy. Um, like, oh, truth revealed. Okay, every shift is truth revealed. Every shift is bad and da da da. Okay, whatever. But can't we utilize the energies? Okay, I don't know. I'm tired. Okay, but Scorpio season, as usual, is death and rebirth. So that can be a tough shift as well for a lot of people. Um, I have no Aries in my chart, you guys, in Western astrology. So Aries energy is really, it like brings like a new to me kind of thing. But I am a cusp on everything. So I have a Taurus with Aries cusp rising technically. Um, I feel like it's a good energy. And my Aries sun keeps me on my toes. So that's up to you. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of passion, a lot of divine unions coming together, a lot of people meeting counterparts. There's a lot of childhood stuff coming up. Women are going through deep sacral issues. Okay. A lot of the deep childhood pain is stored in the sacral. Okay. So a lot of you are going to have like weird stuff going on down there. I don't need to elaborate. Some cramping, some strange expelling. Okay. So yeah. A lot of weird stuff happening down in the sacral, and it's going to cause some depression, but it's distorted energy. And, but it's going to bring out things, and what helps clear it is like drawing, painting, coloring, anything like that, bringing out the creativity. Okay. Yep, the stomach issues have been really bad, weird cravings. And the Mars retrograde will also get people really anxious and wanting to turn to addictions and obsessions. Okay. Yeah, that's why technically I have a lot of Aries energy in my chart because of the degrees. But I don't have an actual Aries placement in Western astrology. Yeah, put shit to rest. Don't get into the drama. You guys, drama was literally invented for people to enslave themselves. Okay, like, and it's a really tough habit for us women to get out of because you're used to it. Everybody around you is like nosy, gossipy, wanting to get the dig on everything, and it's like mind your own business. Okay, that's how I feel. Yes, boundaries. Boundaries, protect yourself. I'm going to do a ritual. If you want to sign up for my ritual, you guys, I'm going to put in a lot of protection. That's going to be on the new moon eclipse. A lot of people are aligning right now, expelling a lot of things. I mean, there's exposure for people on their blockages, like where are my blockages coming from? You don't know, like why do I feel blocked? Like sometimes it's cycles of people that you don't think are a problem in your life and things like that. That's exposing right now, yeah? So that's coming up as well. No November birthdays, December 1st. Yes, you need to feel your emotions. Just with forgiveness, people think when they have bitterness towards somebody, that means you should target them, taunt them, things like that, and be mean to them and inflict pain on them. And that is not healing. That is being an absolute fucking asshole. Like, I'm going to show the world the truth about you. Well, that's not your place. Okay, and that's just being a toxic asshole. And how we see somebody, what lens we see through, see somebody through, might not be the lens somebody else sees them as. And they have a right to see them as they want to see them. So to go and try to create somebody's identity or push an identity you see to be somebody's identity on the rest of society isn't the way to go. But the one thing I don't tolerate is that when people are real nasty to me and my so-called friends are also their friends, they're not my friends now. That's a boundary that I have that I learned the hard way, because they're actually just triangulating behind your back. So yes, have those boundaries, but don't go out and be like, oh, I'm going to go inflict pain. I'm going to prove to the world you're a piece of shit. Because you guys, there is two sides to every single cycle, and I want to make that very clear. Okay? It's not a full-on victim just being fully targeted. Okay? There is two sides to every single cycle. And that is one thing that society really struggles to accept. Okay? That's okay, because I think I'm going to hop off. I can do another one of these, you guys, later this week if you would like. I mean, it's a nice quick way to do some readings. It's kind of fun, but I do need to get off here. Well, then they don't move on. If they're not moving, they're not forgiving. But you can forgive somebody. Like, let's say you have a bad relationship with somebody. You can forgive them and stay with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can work through your shit and stay with them. But if you stay in the same cycles over and over again, did you even forgive? Did you even work out? You know what I'm saying? Like partnerships right now. I'm going to say this, like partnerships right now. Okay, society is so destruct, right? That everybody thinks that their ex is a narcissistic asshole, okay? The whole fucking world thinks this, okay? So they go throw them in the dumpster, go find somebody else. Now, why is everybody a narcissistic asshole? Like, that can't be fixed, okay? And everyone's like, no, that's not fixable, it's not curable. No, that's programming. That's a lie, okay? But the bleeding empath, who's also underneath a covert narcissist on top of that, also needs to address their end of the cycle. Okay, so there's two sides to every cycle. And there used to be a day and age where people worked on their relationship issues. But now the whole world is told that you throw it away, get out of there, don't work on anything, and go find somebody else. Well, then are you truly healing that cycle? You will go repeat that with the next person. And I just want to make that clear. You don't have to forgive. It's acceptance. It's acceptance. And I think some people see forgiveness as that you have to allow that person in your life again, and you don't. You don't. Okay? So there's many sides to the coin. You could look at this. But what I'm saying, relationships can heal, and society likes to think they can't. And that was actually set up to destruct the nuclear family. Okay? It was a setup to destruct the nuclear family. So everybody threw away their partners. Tell me, ladies, how many women do you know that have a narcissistic fucking asshole ex that they got rid of, okay? Now tell me this. What are we supposed to do about that? I'm just saying. I've been calling this out since 2020, and everyone gets mad at me, okay? Everyone gets mad at me that I'm a bitch and I'm all these things and I don't understand. Just because I don't tell everything about myself doesn't mean I don't fucking understand. But look, I've seen people change. Okay? So I know I'm ranting and stuff, but I'm just planting some seeds out there, something to think about. You know, when every woman you run into has a narcissistic asshole ex, I mean, I'm just saying. Um, and then they're playing victim and they're crying that he's an asshole when there is an other side to that cycle. Okay? And a lot of people don't want to hear the other side to that cycle. And did you know that when somebody name calls you and you actually let it affect you, it's because you've been thinking that about yourself? See, I have all this wisdom, but nobody wants to hear it. If you're actually offended by somebody calling your name, it's because you actually believe that about yourself. You draw in what you see about yourself, because people that tell me their ex is a narcissistic asshole or whatever, I'll meet that person and they are very kind to me. Okay? Because I embody a different energy and I embody an understanding, right? So, you know, it's like, you know, it's like when you start viewing everything from a different perspective, you start having an understanding, you start getting treated differently. You know, and you see things differently and that sort of thing. But I'm seeing every single woman out there with a narcissistic asshole ex who's also a father to their child. Okay, and when you don't heal that cycle with a permanent bond, yes, ladies, permanent ties when you have a child, permanent, and they're not healing their end of that tie, that karma gets dumped, and all that pain and hatred and bitterness, resentment, no matter what, you cannot discuss it around your child, and you don't have to say a word around your child. You can fake it to your ex around your child. The energy's still there because it's inside of you, and it gets dumped into your child, and they start reenacting out the whole thing. So the karma just gets dumped in if it's not clear. I see the other side to the coin, everything. You know, I do. I see both sides. I understand that men need to clear their bullshit. I get it. I know that. I'm not stupid. But look, I got a you know, a collective full of women, and I'm a female myself, so I can't do the men's work for them. Okay, like I can't. So, but I can understand them and let them know, hey, I believe in you, and you can heal too. You know, that's my job as a female. So it's up to you, ladies, how you handle your situations. Well, Heather, that's what I'm saying. Okay, you have babies with somebody. There was something there at one time. I mean, I understand those accidental pregnancies occur, but, you know, I kind of feel like a majority of society has love for the parent of the child deep underneath everything. And this is my philosophy, that the ego can really, really be deceptive because the soul doesn't know anything but love. So when we die and you're vulnerable, when you're on your deathbed and you're vulnerable and you can't fight anymore and you're starting to release, right? You're starting to release and you're letting go. This is my philosophy. You're letting go, and you might fight that death. Let's say you fight that death and you go through the life review, yeah? And you start releasing, and the ego dies when you're dying. And the soul releases the ego and knows nothing but love, right? And that's why people will suddenly on their deathbed say, sorry, I love you, da 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 da. And when I heard a story about a woman that was dying that called out, she called out the name, wishing that her ex was there by her bedside. She was screaming his name when she was dying. The asshole ex she absolutely hated. That hit home for me. You know, it hit home for me. That really told me something. You know, that the soul knows love. Yeah, they're transferring the wounds to the child, and actually, when you don't eliminate the karmic cycles, you can see it. Like, I can look at my children's birth charts, and I can see patterns that are actually in their birth charts that need to be cleared. Oh, Jill, sorry for your loss. That's awful. But look, yeah, I mean, that man loves you. I mean, how can it not be there? How can you have a baby with somebody and absolutely hate, like, hate and love are the same energy, you know that? It's like the same wheel, and it goes around, and you know, fear and love are the opposite energies. Fear and love are the opposite energies. When you hate someone, you actually love them, you know? I just say like it is, and people get pissed at me and all that shit, but you know what? Yes. And a lot of people mistake love as highs and euphoria, which is actually spell work more or less than anything. Or you know, like it's a high, it's a high. And that's not what unconditional love is all about. It's actually like family, it's comfortable, it feels safe. You're accepted for who you are. There's no judgment. There shouldn't be judgment and nasty and conniving behavior behind love. That's not love. You should feel safe in a loving environment. You know, and a lot of people, they don't know how to love anymore. They only know love with conditions. They only know the love they were shown or taught. And love shouldn't be taught to begin with. It should be already there, because babies are open with a wide open heart space. It gets closed because of the deception and the bullshit in the system. Well, Fallon, you could stop that. Trust me, you could stop that. So when love around people does not feel safe, it turns to fear. You know? And that's why a lot of these situations happen, because people are coming from fear-based. And then somebody with an open heart space starts to understand people that are coming from fear-based energy and why they behave the way they do. That gives you a whole nother perception. Fallon, don't keep the peace. Speak up. Do not fear. Fear, you're going to put out a pheromone. When you're in fear, you put out an actual pheromone that actually gives off that you're prey. Okay? It gives off that you're prey. So don't fear. And once you stop fearing him, he won't, his natural primal state is sensing that you're prey. Because we still are animals. Humans are animals. So you're letting that off, and it's triggering him. It triggers men. And women don't want to hear this either. So once you stop fearing and just be the representation of love, that will all stop. And if you have another male energy around you at all, which I kind of feel you do, he's also sensing that as well, and it's triggering him and really getting him angry and irritable. Okay? Because there's other energies around you that are coming out, and it's getting him irritable with you. So I'm just going to say that. So, you know, you do create your reality. Because running from toxic situations, I mean, yeah, if you have to do it for safety or whatever, but until you actually clear the cycle and see both sides of the cycle, you'll just end up in another situation just like it. The grass is not greener on the other side. Okay, if you have another male energy, more than likely that will repeat in that energy. Okay, I just have to be honest. I see it all the time. And I know these are hard things to say, but it's just true, you guys. When we are in fear, we let off a prey energy. Like it's a prey thing. And alpha males especially, if you're dealing with a fire sign, okay, they're very alpha and they're very primal. When they can sense fear, it triggers a response. Okay? It triggers a response. It does. It triggers them very badly. And if he feels another male energy around you, it's also going to trigger him a response. Okay? Yes, Heather, that is true. That's how we get controlled and tied down, and that's how the nuclear family is destructed. We're not even taught these things. We're not taught these things. Now everybody preys on each other and targets each other because they think that's love, and in control is love. So he's trying to protect you, Fallon. I can feel that. He's not a bad guy at all. But you both just need to balance these things out. And you show fear around him, and it's triggering him. There's fear, like I can feel fear off you, and it's triggering him. So, you know, you don't have to stay with him. You can do what you want, but I'm just letting you know, like, if that isn't cleared, it will repeat again. Okay, because God keeps sending us the test. God will keep sending us every single test until we finally figure it out. This is the kind of information the medical system's not going to tell you. So I'm not a medical professional, you guys. This is all from my own observation. This stuff I have come up with on my own. Okay, this is my own, you know, I observe society, you guys. I predict so many things that have actually happened, and I predicted it so many years ago. Like the fact that there's all these kids diagnosed with behavioral disorders, and that it's just, that's a whole nother story. But that was something that I saw coming like 10 plus years ago. Then you need to have your boundaries, because what he's representing to you, you're accepting is okay. So love yourself first, but don't just run and be a victim to it. Because I'm just saying this because I see it all the time. It doesn't work. It really does not work. And do your best. Like, don't just like walk on eggshells to make peace. Just speak up to him with no fear and say, you are not going to treat me like that. I am sorry for what I did in the past. I'm sorry that I hurt you, but it's done, and I'm not doing it in this current moment. Okay? And just be very clear with that and be like, I'm not tolerating this behavior, and I'm going to leave this relationship if you keep treating me like this. Just make it loud and clear. A lot of women fear like standing up for themselves, and they'll just sit there and make secret plans for an escape, and then the man can feel that going on too, and that triggers them as well, because they're like, oh, she's gonna run off, they could feel it. Okay, they can feel it. They're very intuitive. Okay, they're very intuitive. So just be very honest, without fear, with confidence. Because if you look back at your childhood and start watching, like, just think back, you're probably repeating a cycle from childhood where you felt you had to live in fear or had to hide yourself. Okay? There's probably something there. It starts there. John, yeah, fear is like I get anxiety and stuff, or I get overtired and feel off or something, but yeah, like, I mean, that's very true. That's very true about feeling repressed. An ego-based relationship is a relationship that is not real. And right, Heather, with that situation, you'll repeat that in partners until you clear it. You have to openly communicate a relationship without fearing, because one thing I've learned about masculine is they're intuitive. A lot of them are very intuitive, and they will feel if something weird is going on, and they feel it, and it triggers them, and they get angry. Okay, men have anger, you guys. It's natural. Okay, we're not supposed to suppress that. And now we have men with low testosterone levels, okay, which is very abnormal, and young men with low testosterone levels. What the fuck? Okay, and they're supposed to be good boys and well behaved. Okay, men have anger. Men have this energy naturally in them. They're supposed to. And us as women have to learn how to deal with that pent-up energy and how to help them with that pent-up energy, understand the men's primal state. But instead, society is trying to feminize men instead into being good boys. So now men literally have low test from a combination of things and are having boner issues. I mean, really? Okay, so men are having boner issues. Like, there's all these like ads on the radio. It's like, oh, if you have ED, come get your testosterone tested. You know, we can help you, yada yada. Why? Okay, I called this one out too, and I'm not gonna say why I feel like there's some of these issues because people get mad at me, but there's multiple things, and I saw like a mass issue with erectile dysfunction coming, right? And here we are. Okay, now every dude has boner issues, and that is just weird to me. Like, you need Cialis in your 30s now. Like, excuse me. Okay, this is from emasculation of men. And we're taught to fear a man's natural state. You get what I'm saying? Instead of learning how to deal with that natural state, we're taught to fear that natural state. Every man should have an irritability to them. They should have the ability to go into fight or flight mode to protect their family if needed. Okay, and we shouldn't fear that as women. We should know how to deal with that. But we've been taught, oh, that's toxic masculinity. Fear that. Fear, oh my God, that's horrible. He's an asshole. Call the cops. Do you see? And I know that people get so pissed at me. You're just, like, you're passing misinformation. How the fuck is this misinformation? It's what I see to be true, but think about our primal state. I mean, just think about it a little bit. It does make sense, yeah? And this is opinion based. This is my belief, so you don't have to take that. But we're conditioned into the system that emasculates men from their primal state. It only makes sense to me. You think about lions in the jungle. What does the male lion do? Okay, he has a temper, and he goes out and attacks anyone that's a threat to his little den. Okay, well, don't you think humans do the same thing? I mean, I'm just saying, like, just watch animals, like, pay attention. But no, men are not supposed to have any temper. They're not supposed to have any outbursts. They're not supposed to, they're not allowed to protect. And they're supposed to be pretty boys with nice hair that have a high estrogen level and low test, and they don't do any of that. It's like, okay, I don't find that attractive. Okay, I really don't. I don't find nice boys attractive. That's not my thing. I don't want that. No, thank you. I'm just saying, like, I know I'm probably like pissing people off. That's fine, but I'm just saying. But men shouldn't be abusive, but that's where you say, you stand up with confidence. You say, you're not going to do that to me. It's not okay. Okay? And you say, you're not going to yell at me anymore. Because, yeah, men will react and they say things they shouldn't. And so do we, okay? Right? We do things we shouldn't. So you say, with confidence, you're not going to yell at me anymore. I'm going to leave the house and stay somewhere else where I don't have to deal with you being abusive. And say, I love you. You're a good father to children. Say good things as well. And establish his boundaries. Be like, but look, I will stay outside the house if you're going to treat me like that. Because I love myself enough to know that that's not okay. And then let him reflect on that. Because, it might change his attitude. But when you don't show the fear, watch things get really different. And I'm just giving this advice. I know that you didn't ask to hear it. But somebody may benefit off this advice. And it may help your co-parenting relationship. And have an understanding. Okay? Yeah, I know you are done. Yeah, I'm protective too, but us ladies, we got to stay out of the masculine role. That's a problem we have. We stay in that masculine role and we got to get the hell out of it. I feel like that's why women have distorted hormones and PCOS as well, because they try to be men all the time. Well, I do this on my Patreon. I just got sick of all the trolling on here because I was like, you're full of shit. Blah, blah, blah. It's a matter of understanding somebody's trauma. It really is. That's what it boils down to, is understanding the trauma. Understanding the natural state of feminine masculine helps a lot. Knowledge is everything. Knowledge is everything. Okay? The bullshit you're told, that like you're going to be told at the medical system, oh, dangerous, get out, he's an asshole, piece of shit. They're not going to tell you, oh, men having tempers is kind of normal because they have the want to protect and they have a fight or flight mode in them, yada, yada. They're not going to tell you that. No. because they're trying to emasculate men. Okay. I know my son, he's a little alpha already. Like, he doesn't even want to be in the house, for God's sakes. He's got to be outside, like morning to night. Outside boy. If he could live outside, he'd be happy. The minute he gets up in the morning, he has breakfast, and he's out the door. Heather, very common. You'll get out of it. It's a trauma that's inside of you, and it goes down to a DNA level. Because a lot of kids have that same situation, trust me. Yep, or over masculine in even a man-woman relationship, you know, I feel it affects our hormones. Well, I honestly have seen, because I feel that personal observations and intuition outweighs science. And I have noticed that women that have lived in fight or flight mode, or women that try to be the man in relationships, things like that, seem to have PCOS, on top of other factors as well. But it's what I've noticed. And it makes sense that you would be making extra testosterone when you're, you know, with a partner that's emasculated, and and you're trying to be the man in the relationship, like, you know, I don't know. It makes sense to me. Or kids that grew up fending for themselves, things like that, didn't have a secure environment where they were protected. I mean, it just makes sense. Yeah, I'm homebody too. I like to be. Everyone has a right to a safe, secure environment where they can be their authentic selves. And if they are not provided that, you know, it does create some problems, right? So, but you got to express too, like as women, we got to speak up, ladies. Like, I feel like women don't speak up, like, oh, I'm targeted at my job. You know, for example, my male boss doesn't pay me enough. Well, have you spoke up to that male boss and asked for a raise? No. 99% of the time, no. You know, well, I feel like in a same-sex relationship, you know, you still want to be feminine if that's your gender, you know what I'm saying? I'm a believer in two genders, so that's it, you know. Oh, that's pretty bad. I've been hearing a lot more stories coming out about that, Heather. People are like speaking up about those sort of situations. So I hope some of that gave you guys some knowledge. So there's some of my knowledge. And it's knowledge that I like quit speaking because everyone's like, no, it's not right. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm a victim only. Well, yeah, we're all victims, you guys. You know, like we all are victims to trauma. Like nobody's exempt from it, you know. But how are we going to heal it if we don't acknowledge the cycle, the issues, the deep core problems? Like we're never going to heal that. If we just go, I'm a victim, and that's all I'm going to acknowledge. I don't condone abuse at all. Hell no. But a victim needs to say, I'm not taking this anymore, with confidence and not fear, because we've been taught to do it with fear. Okay? I've seen men change. I have. Trust me. I've seen a lot of them change. They do. I always say that trauma is knowledge. Okay? Trauma is knowledge. And you're on this earth, it's a learning school. And you're supposed to go through it. So that you can learn. Yes, words have power. You know, men are not going to know what's going on until you speak up. You know? And just say, I feel like I have to keep the peace and walk on eggshells. It causes me fear. You're bringing fear around me. Like, literally express that, you know? And then everybody calls the cops. And did you know that just makes men feel emasculated, and it can make them feel like it causes emasculation, and sometimes that actually hooks at them to get worse. That's another philosophy I have as well. Victim consciousness is a disease. It'll eat you alive. It really will. And it'll keep manifesting your reality until you get out of it. And then I feel like some people think that somebody who got out of victim consciousness is just an entitled bitch that never experienced anything, and that's not even true. It's just somebody who decided not to embody things anymore. Some people can experience trauma, you guys, and not embody it at all because they don't see it as trauma at all. We've been conditioned and taught that everything's trauma. Okay, you know, a fart stinks really bad in Walmart and you're traumatized. Okay, you got to go to therapy. I mean, I'm being sarcastic, but do you get what I'm saying? I know people that can see something that would be known as a traumatic event and be like, I didn't care, you know, I didn't care. But then somebody else like think they have to go on disability payments. Okay, you get what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to embody everything as trauma. Covert narcissism, Heather, this is my philosophy on that. Overt narcissism is open narcissist. Okay, and then those ones that actually don't mind. Okay, and this is why. Because they're openly toxic, and I can actually deal with that and know how to approach that. Okay, when they're just an open asshole. Okay, and I actually appreciate it because you're being real, right? The covert narcissist is one of the world's deadliest weapons because they hide behind a smiling face and pretend they're the most loving, giving person in society. Very, very toxic. Okay, and they come off like, you know, this is my philosophy, don't take offense to this is either, but the bleeding empath a lot of the time is a hidden covert narcissist because the bleeding empath gives to the overt narcissist. Okay, and sometimes we're raised by covert narcissists as well. So when you're bleeding empath and you give to narcissists, you drain yourself to the point where you're not getting anything and receiving, you're not receiving. So you actually can develop into a narcissist over time. Okay, it can teach you to do that. So bleeding empath, you guys, be careful of that as well, because you can't bleed yourself to death. And a bleeding empath does want to return, and they don't receive it, and then they feel sorry for themselves. That's my philosophy. And an empath is somebody who just feels energy, feels emotions. It shouldn't be this person that like lays in bed and cries a bleeding heart for every single wounded person in this world. Okay, because I don't do that. But I'll feel the energies around me. I'll feel the emotions, things like that. But I don't go home and like cry for 12 hours because somebody's suffering in this world, or, you know, and I don't enable people anymore. Like, I learn not to enable. Okay, so there's somebody in here from back up in Minnesota. Hi, good to see you. Just letting you know. So Libra masculines, they have a dark side, I swear. Like, okay, I feel like Libra masculines, like, Libra men have this, like, really secretive, like, dark, like, serial killer mind or something. That, I don't know, are, like, air sign men. That's what I think. No, it doesn't have to take over your soul. You can acknowledge it, give them some advice, give them a little bit of energy exchange to help them in the moment, but you don't need to like suffer for them, because that's actually, it's going to turn you into a narcissist over time, because you're going to be so drained on energy that you're going to be a narcissist trying to get that energy and turn into a covert narcissist. You know, and the covert narcissist goes around and guilt trips society to get energy feeds. Poor me, I don't have anything. Poor me, I'm suffering. Nobody likes me. Poor me, everyone's mean to me. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's like a covert narcissist. And I'm so loving and I'm so this and so that. Do you get what I'm saying? The cycle's just never end. You know, I've been called a narcissist before. Okay, whatever. I don't really care because I choose myself and I chose to love myself. But I don't go around and I don't bully and target people. Like, I literally don't. And I'm not out seeking energy feeds either. Like, I'm out of those phases, okay? I got out of those phases a long time ago. And I really hate bullies, by the way. Bullies are nasty. So nasty. I don't know, air sign men are just strange, okay? To say the least, they're strange. Like, Geminis are funny and they're fun to party with and things like that. They do, like, Libra men, like, it's like a bipolar or something. I don't know. It's just something I observe, okay? I observe things in different zodiac signs. And Libra women are a little different. They have a dark side too, but Libra women, how do I explain how they are? They're really fun and they're really, like, a lot of them like to be upbeat and like fun and stuff like that. They have a dark side too, and they'll be really like evil if they need to be. You know what I'm saying? See, people show me all their sides, you guys, and some people are like, I love Libra women. They're so balanced, and I'm like, or they're so sweet and balanced. And I'm like, oh yeah, because people show me, because people are comfortable around me, so they show me their all their sides because I don't judge and I understand. I'll take neither the Pisces or the Libra male. No, thank you. A Pisces man that cries over everything, I'm good. Yeah, it's like a bipolar thing. I don't know. I just noticed it. I don't even know that many Libra men or anything, like, personally, but just observation. I mean, I know some, but not like on a personal level. I know more Libra women. And Libra women have a manly voice. And they try to talk in a feminine voice, but they all have a manly voice. I'm sorry, Libra ladies, but that's what I know. It's like, they have a manly voice. Like, they just all do. And I have a Libra daughter who's seriously only 24 pounds and has the loudest manly voice already at age 3. Well, what do you want the reading on? Because I'll do it quick and then I need a lot of that. Taurus men like to lay on the couch and eat food. And then they want to get rich quick all the time and become some sort of star and always fail at it. What do you want the reading about? They are Libra females but they get over in their masculinity though, so that can be an issue. Do you have a current partner? Earth sign. Okay, there's an earth sign that you're going to be detached from for a little bit. Here's what I'm seeing with the 8 of Cups is their earth sign. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. There's an earth sign. Okay, if there's an earth sign that you're dealing with, I feel like there's going to be a reconciliation coming forward in the upcoming weeks. November, December. There's a detachment because there's some emotional issues coming around. There's emotional issues, okay? This person's thinking about you, though. They're thinking about you quite often, actually. They're thinking about how to present you some form of offer. They're working on an offer. They're actually manifesting you back is what I'm hearing. Okay, but this person's very emotionally immature. They do want more with you, though. The Ten of Cups. They do. Okay? They want stability with you. They want to root things with you. But what I pick up is a lot of emotional immaturity with this person. Okay? And they're kind of lazy about, like, their growth or something like that. I keep hearing lazy, like, about their healing and stuff. And then they hide a lot of emotions. If they're currently detached in this, right now, it's because they're purging some emotional turmoil. Like, there's emotions. There's something with the emotions and letting go of emotions. Yeah, they want to be with you. They're going back and forth and they're playing games a little bit. Ten of Pentacles, very obvious. You're on a break. You're on a break from an earth sign. That's what I keep hearing. You're on a break. Can you tell me what earth sign? Is it a Taurus? Something about a break, but they want to fight for you. This person wants to prove themselves to you, but they're like delayed on doing it. But with the Hierophant, they do want to be with you. But there's something about belief systems I'm feeling between you two. Like you're on separate pages right now. Okay, that makes sense. But they act like an earth sign. The moon sign would make sense there in the rising because there's a lot of earth energy here, okay? They want to prove themselves to you and they want to be with you, but there's cultural or belief differences here that are coming in as well. It's like there's blockages. There's a lot of blockages in this connection. They're a little bit lazy about like doing something about them, yeah? So they're going back and forth. It's like you guys are living two different realities at this current moment that just seem to butt heads. Like there's this... It's just like it's like two worlds that can't seem to come together. If a Libra has an Aries moon, they were born on a full moon. So what I see with this connection, I see them coming back towards you. I feel like there's going to be a lot of passion, chemistry. There's a lot of chemistry between you two. Okay, but there's going to be a test of temptation here. Okay, and I feel like that it's going to trigger you a bit because you're going to be like, I want more than this. Okay, I want more than this is what I keep hearing. So there's going to be passion ignited, but it's going to tempt you to a repetitive cycle. Okay, so you need to let this cycle go and voice that, hey, I want more with you, and that's final. They're going through a heart space awakening right now. That's why they're quiet, and they have to show you more respect and gratitude. They're trying to keep busy right now and working on stability is what I'm hearing, and learning how to be more honest with you. They're not honest with you about emotions, things like that. You're both working on honesty and learning how to open up and just being honest, because I feel like he doesn't hear you, but you're not speaking openly. You're not speaking like, you're fearful if you tell the truth to this person or say, I need this, I need that they're going to abandon you forever. But this is your insecurity. You know, and I'm hearing, what's there to lose at this point? Just speak up what you need. Okay, there's a lot of speaking up that needs to be done, and be more confident with this. Okay. There's a lot of family issues, a lot of cultural issues, a lot of third-party blockage issues, that kind of thing. It's all going to come up to be evaluated in Scorpio season, okay? But this person's busy with, like, culture, family. There's something with culture, family, work, stability, and they keep busy to try to not evaluate their problems. They talk about you. I've been focused more on money because I'm trying to build for myself. This person's still energetically attached to you. They want to give you a gift as well. Okay, so I hope that resonated. Yeah, it sounds like you have a very confusing thing there, but that one guy is... I don't know what he's got going on there, but he's going through some sort of awakening, I feel, or some sort of reflection. All right, so I got to get off here, you guys. If you want to book on my website, I have a lot of options I just added. And I also have a new moon eclipse reading option that I'm going to have up for this week. Okay, of like what's coming, what's shifting, and that sort of thing. Okay. Well, the runner chaser is just, yeah. Somebody's got to let go eventually in order for it to stop. All right, you guys, have a beautiful night. Hope you liked my wisdom. And I'll try to do this again later this week. I will announce. And I might open up another channel and try to post some things on that. I still got to work on those. Just make sure you booked on the website, you guys. Some people are just doing payments and not booking on the website. But I'll work on those probably tonight. I'm having phone issues, which, like I said, I found out Verizon is really shitty down in Texas. So I'm going to try to get on another network, okay? All right, you guys have a beautiful night. Bye-bye.